up, my bitches? If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany, and today we're coming at you a little later than usual. But it's fine, we're mixing shit up over here. We're here to talk about my October favorites. It was hard for me to not cheat because I found a lot of new products that I'm already in love with, but we're taking it a step back. Some of these items are available at Sephora, so I'm just going to tell you straight up right now, if you do not want to be influenced to buy at least something today, I would steer clear of this video because I've got some of the most random shit that it's like they've become staples in my collection, staples in my everyday life. So that's all the things that we're going to talk about today. So if you guys like favorites videos, or if you don't, thumbs it up or thumbs it down, that's cool too. This is live right now, but I may be posting a recap, shortened, condensed version with overlays and all that sort of shit. So if you guys see this video posted again, expect demos and stuff in there. Live stream, we're going to prioritize just sitting down, chitty-chatting, and I'm going to express why I love these so much. I am wearing a vast majority of these items on my face right now. I'm sure a lot of you can guess some of the things that we're going to talk about today, but it's fine. All aboard the Hot Mess Express, everybody. It's about to be a shit show. I recommend if you're watching the live, watch it like 1.5 to 2 times speed. Everything will be linked down below. I got you. And I'm just going to jump in because, like I said, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about, and it's so fucking random. So I'm going to start with, what do I want to start with? Let's go with a hand soap, shall we? Because I love Bath & Body Works. I love their shower gels. I love their hand soaps. Iced lemon pound cake. Have y'all smelled this before? Because, god damn, even my husband was like, there is something so spectacular about this hand soap. The way that it smells, the way that it lingers. It smells so good. I just want to eat my fingers when I put this on. So, I mean, it's a hand soap. It cleans my hands. What else do you say about a hand soap? It just smells real good. I am a big fan. I've bought in several of those so far. And I will continue to repurchase as long as it's available. Because if we know anything about Bath & Body Works, they love to give us these amazing fragrances. And then they like to discontinue them. Coconut Lime Verbena, R.I.P. Because still upset about that one. Next. It makes me mad because I don't love recommending stuff like this. Because I don't love to promote things for people to take. Because not everybody is the same. You know what I mean? I can say the same thing about makeup, but I feel like when you're ingesting things, especially things like sleep aids. But if you guys have seen, I think it's Christina Kirkman. She's over on TikTok. She related to me so hard with this product. And I'm like, if I had ever seen an advertisement that just appealed mostly to me, it was her because she's like, yo, I'm like up, dude. And so am I. I'm always up late night given the fact that it's 12:30 in the morning right now and I'm wide awake. But let me sleep. And I never thought these would work. First of all, I'm not somebody that typically throws money at the Kardashians because this is Kourtney Kardashian's brand, I'm pretty sure. I don't usually love sleep aids. Like, I come from working overnights. I used to work swing shift. I would always take melatonin. Like, anything that could put me to sleep, I was always down to try it, but I always felt like I slept worse. And it just kind of deterred me. Even like my stepdaughter, she was trying to start taking sleep aids and stuff. And I'm like, no, like you need to like disconnect from your phone, which that stuff does help. But I don't know if this is like a placebo effect. All I'm saying is this has been one thing that it helps me go to sleep. And it doesn't make me feel groggy the next day. Like I said, I don't know if it's a placebo. If you guys have tried this, I know these are available at Ulta, Target. So this is what I do. It takes me about like 15-20 minutes to get from my work, which is my bar, to my house. As I'm getting in my car, I'll pop 2 of these, chew them on the way home. I'll get home, I'll wash my face, I'll get ready for bed. By the time I'm ready to crawl in bed, boom, lights out. That's not normal. Like if you have, how do I want to explain this? If you have worked as a bartender, you know how usually you get out of work, or I feel like any overnight or any job that you're like on the go for several hours, especially being a bartender. I feel like I'm always just, overstimulated. So my brain is still going so quick and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to sleep. I don't know, like, this has significantly helped me sleep. I love it, and try it at your own risk. I don't know, I just feel weird about recommending stuff like that, just because, one, it's something that's so personal, but I don't know. Is that weird? Is that weird that I feel that way? I don't know. Kardashians did a great job with that. And it helps that it also tastes great as well. Because usually melatonin, I don't feel like it has like an obscene taste to it. But the biggest thing is that does not make me groggy the next day. So normally with melatonin or any other sleep aids that I've ever tried, I would wake up like I slept and I would sleep throughout the entire night. But I would wake up feeling like I got maybe 1 hour of sleep. If you've had that experience, please let me know. I don't know, maybe I'm a Lone Ranger, but that has completely changed my sleep, and I love it. Next, let's go to some skincare. Let's do the Philosophy Micro Delivery Daily, was it the Exfoliating Daily Facial Wash? So, Daily Facial, let me try that again. The Micro Delivery Exfoliating Daily Facial Wash. So I got this when it was on sale during the 21 Days of Beauty. I think it was half off. So I was like, all right, I know Philosophy has really great products. Let me try it. I love this stuff, especially because I have textured skin. So I have tried several different products. I've tried the serums. I've tried all that shit. Nothing has been as effective as, one, I'm going to say the Paula's Choice BHA Liquid Exfoliant. And also this. So this is definitely more abrasive if you're somebody that has really sensitive skin, because it feels like, I feel like you can even hear it. Like, it's gritty. So this, I was like, all right, this is probably going to be way too harsh for me to use on a daily basis. For some odd reason, it's not. It works really great, especially for if I'm double cleansing. This will get, I'll do my oil first. This will get all of my makeup off after I've done my cleansing oil. And because it's exfoliating, it just feels like it deeply cleans my skin. It's gentle enough for me to use it every day. I don't have insanely sensitive skin, but I feel like I have sensitive skin enough where I've had products that I can't do that with. So this one, love it. It was even better that I got it for 50% off, and I would repurchase that at full price. So there's that. Okay, Crystal says it's not weird. Love that. Because I'm like, I don't know. It just feels weird because it's not something that I usually talk about. Maybe that's what it is. My nose will not stop running. I swear. I'm not doing extracurricular activities. Anyways, let's move on to some hair stuff. So the first thing I want to talk about, I feel like I cannot get past this like slick back look. One, because it's so easy. And some days the last thing that I want to do is style my hair. So I have, ever since I started using this, everybody always asks me, like, how do I get my slick back to not move? And I have very minimal flyaways. My hair doesn't look crunchy. I feel like I haven't mastered it because I feel like other people do this significantly better than me. But I feel like since I've been using this in my routine, this is the Color Wow Dream Cocktail Coconut-Infused Leave-In Smoothing Treatment. So I was using a gel, then I was using like a smoothing balm, but this one I like because, one, I like the scent. I love a coconut scent. But I also love the fact that this doesn't give me those weird textures on my hair. It perfectly gets everything down, and it's light enough because it's like a creamy texture, but it's not super heavy, which I like. So if anything, I would compare it to almost like a serum lotion. That's the overall texture I feel like this has. But love the smell of it. If you don't like coconut, easy pass. But I feel like it just works really well for not only my hair, but also just what I'm trying to do. Like, if you ever wonder how I get my hair done, I use these two brushes right here and call it Gucci, because I ain't trying to be doing something overcomplicated with my hair. Like, it's super simple. If you guys want a dedicated video to that, please let me know. But I feel like it's so insanely basic, and I don't know, maybe it will help to see a walkthrough of it, but who am I? Next thing. You guys know I'm obsessed with all things Beauty and the Beast. And I was always that person where I'm like, nothing is going to ever beat out a wet brush. Love the wet brush, would still highly recommend it. Until I got an unbrush. Something about this, one, I looked at this, I'm like, this looks so cheap. So I got the Belle version. I got this off TikTok Shop. I swear, TikTok Shop knows how to get me with advertisements. So I got this off TikTok Shop. I got it in the mail, and I'm like, first of all, it's so lightweight. Like, it feels cheap. But the way that this glides through my goddamn hair is incredible. And I'm going to talk about my next product, but I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to show you how it works, but you're going to see what I mean. Like, as you feel this, you're like, there ain't no way this is going to do anything for your hair. If anything, I thought this would be really, like, abrasive on my scalp. It's not. Like, this works so good. And now I'm going to talk about my next thing, which is, you guys are always complimenting me now. When I wear my hair down I'm like, is this going to show up? Hold on. Internet loves to not do the things that I want it to do. You guys love when my hair looks like this. Let me scroll down a little bit. So, as some of you may know, what the hell? Why is this not working the way that I want it to? Zoom out, damn it. Hold on. I gotta, like, actually zoom this out. Okay, so see how my hair is not usually that long? You guys love it when my hair looks like this. And I have not ever gotten so many compliments on my hair until I went back to my natural color and then did that, like, ombre situation that we have going on right now. So with that, since clearly that's not all my real hair, I gotta tell you guys about these extensions. Because if I recommended anything in this video, it's gonna be these. And this was one of the things that I'm thinking about when I'm telling you guys, if you don't want to be influenced to buy something, these are amazing. And they're from Amazon. So as you can see, like, these are snarly. That just blazed right through it. So in this pack that I got, so I think they retailed for like $130. I bought these for my vow renewal. So I wore these last night. So they're a little tangly, but it's like, boom. Brushes real quick, gets the snarls out. I feel like I'm on like a QVC commercial right now. Or, you know the booths that are at the fair? That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. So these, you get 2 singles, 2 double clips, 1 5-clip, and 2 4-clips. It looks incredible. And let me tell you what, my hairdresser fucking nailed it with this match. It looks so good. As you guys saw, you guys are always telling me how good my hair looks. If you ever watch my videos and I have long hair, it's these. And they're so fucking soft. Like, I always hear about Bellamy, and then my hairdresser was actually the one that sent me these ones. She's like, save the money, get these. They're like $100-something bucks. And these last. Like, I've definitely had some shedding. So, like, when I brush them, you can clearly see, like, the hair does fall out. But I love how easy these are to use. Like, I am such an idiot when it comes to anything hair. I love a Dyson Airwrap because, one, it works with something like these. But I just feel like I can never really style my hair. See, are you guys seeing just how easily this is blazing through these naughty-ass hair extensions? Like, at first it tugs a little, but then it's like, boom. Done. I have the snarliest hair of all time. And this brush and those, it makes me want to scream. They're so good. So there's that. Hair recommendations. Cannot recommend those enough. I do have those linked down below already. And I just think they're great, especially if you're looking for, I think it's technically, is it ombre or whatever, balayage? That might be the name that these are called. But these, if you got a hair color that's similar to mine, there's a variety of different colors that are available. I love them. And I love the fact that they're so easy to pop in. It's just like boop, 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 done. Curl it up, Gucci. Super soft. I've done hair masks. I will say the one thing that if you're not familiar with wearing clip-ins or hair extensions, you really do have to take care of them. So you have to do the hair masks. You got to do all that shit. Like, you have to treat this hair better than your actual hair because you're not getting the excess oils or anything. So I spray these, like that Moroccan oil hair treatment that I just got. I've been using that on these. It's just, they're fantastic. I think they're worth every penny. Love them. Okay, I felt like I just talked about those for way too long. I'm going to need you guys to thumbs up the video because I see that there's only 29 people watching, but only 9 thumbs ups. Guys, I'm fucking judging, okay? You know what it is? We haven't talked about makeup yet. But I think that was everything for, like, my miscellaneous bullshit. I have a lot of makeup, but you guys will probably be pleasantly surprised that a lot of my makeup are old favorites. Or at least a lot of them are older favorites. Yeah. Or just things that, like, you see me use, but I haven't really talked about them. That's what a lot of it is. So I'm going to start off strong with some brushes. Now, I keep telling you guys, there's this brand that a lot of people don't know about on YouTube yet. And y'all need to get it to fuck together, okay? Because Crystal Cosmetics has literally the best synthetic brushes on the market. Point blank, period, I said what I said. There are other brands that have incredible brushes, but as soon as you try these and put them up against those, these are softer. They're crafted incredibly. Just the overall styles that they have, I think, are so good, especially the complexion brushes. But these are the ones that I reach for the most. So I had the pleasure of testing out 4 of them before they launched. So these have the Britt Clark approval before they were even a thing. I love these. I love every single one. So the first one, I wasn't expecting to love this as much. So when I was testing it, I was like, okay, I like it, but I don't love it. But since owning it and incorporating it into my routine and using it and using it and using it, I find myself reaching for the K18 for my concealer. I thought that this was going to be my concealer brush, which it still is, but I like this one a little bit better, especially since, like, today I have a little friend on my under eye. If I want a little bit more coverage, this is the one that I like. So the K18, love it. Next one, the K20. This is the powerhouse. I think this is, to me, the best brush because you could use this brush for everything. You could use it for concealer, cream contour, cream bronzer, cream blush, like anything cream liquid. This is that bitch right here. So that's the K20. Next one we have is, you saw this one probably in so many of my videos, the K32. I use this in all of my Hourglass palette videos. Anything like face brush, or no, that's not the right thing that I'm trying to say. Any video that I'm prioritizing the face, you probably see this brush. So this is the K32, like I said. It's just, to me, like a perfect, I'm not going to say bronzer. I like this the most for blush, but you could use this for bronzer, blush. You could even do contour if you really want to, but this is like my ultimate cheek brush. I love it. And then I also really love the K39. So these 4 brushes are their newest brushes. But this one I like mostly for powder bronzer. It's the softness, it's the shape, it's everything about these I think is so fucking good. And then this is an older brush, the K53. I love this one for, one, if I want like an all-over bronze, or if I want a finishing powder, or if I'm just trying to set my whole face really quickly. This brush is absolutely massive. So I'll take my loose powder, I'll focus it on my large pores, and then for the rest of my face, because I don't really sweat in other spots other than my T-zone, if I want just an all-over dusting, this is the one that I've been using. So I think all these brushes are incredible. I will link them down below for you guys. I believe that they're still doing code Sephora Who for 30% off. That's a run, don't fucking walk, okay? These brushes just launched, I think, like a month, no, maybe more than a month ago. Couple months ago, maybe. Newer brushes at 30% off is fucking insane. And you could let Crystal know, which she was in the live chat. I don't know if she's still here. You could let her know I sent you. I love those brushes so much, especially when I'm putting them up against newer brushes that I just picked up. The quality is just standing that test of time. I've washed them. I've done all that stuff. Like, I have been testing those brushes for so long. They're incredible. Highly recommend. And then I also have to, I just dropped something. I also have to recommend the Refer. This is the 21 brush. So this is what I would say, if you missed out on the MAC 242, remember this one? This is damn near identical. It's a little bit shorter, but the shape is very, very similar. It's almost like a flat paddle. So this one I really like for inner corner, brow bone highlight. So good. Or if you want a cunty cut crease, excellent brush right here. That's an oldie but a goodie. I feel like I have talked about that one for a long time, or at least I've used it for a long time, but I've never actually taken the time to show you guys why I love it so much. So there's that brush. And then I have to mention this one. I was reaching for this yesterday to show you guys just how this one works. But this is from Patrick Tom. This is the highlighter brush. It's dual-ended. I'm not the biggest fan of dual-ended brushes because I can't stand like storing them. But I do really like the shape of this for a powder, and I like the shape of this for a cream or a liquid. So I think there's always one side of the brush that I prefer over the other. And I prefer this side, but it's just a little bit scratchy. Like, one thing about Crystal Lee, they ain't gonna be scratchy. They're the softest brushes ever. These, they do have a little bit of scratch to them, but I haven't really washed them, conditioned them, so I'm giving it a pass for now. But I do really like the shape of this for a highlighter brush. So this is one that I have been reaching for a lot, and I do really enjoy it. I think I got that during my last, not my Sephora, like the Sephora sale haul, but my previous Sephora sale haul. Or no, my previous Sephora haul. I don't fucking know. One of my last Sephora videos from a sale previous to this one, maybe like the holidays, no, spring savings event. It's late, guys. Throw me a bone. Okay? Let me see. Nina said, I ordered those brushes and used your link. Thanks, girl. So I believe Crystal discontinued the affiliate links. Oh, wow. Nobody wanted to tell me I had lipstick on my face. So I believe that Crystal discontinued the affiliates, but there is still code BRITCHES or BRITCHES10. It's not affiliate, but use code Sephora Who, because you're going to get a higher percentage. I'm pretty sure that that sale is still going on. All right, so now let's go to makeup. I mean, we were just talking about brushes, technically makeup, whatever. It's time for makeup, starting with primers. So an oldie but a goodie. This is one that I will never be without. The Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base. So I started transitioning my products. So in the summertime, I like to use really dewy, not necessarily hydrating products in the summertime because my skin is completely different. Well, ever since it's gotten colder out, the heat's on, my skin gets so fucking dry. So I need to start using products that are going to give my skin moisture. So this is one, I always come back to it every single year. This one I could easily use all year. But it's just come back into my life and I'm like, why the fuck do I stop using this? Because it's that good. And then we have this one right here. So this is one I see all over TikTok. So this is the Embryolisse Lait Creme Concentrate. Basically, this is the primer that you see in like every makeup artist kit. Because if you've never tried this before, this is straight magic. It's so insanely hydrating. Like if you have dry skin, this will change the game for you. So how I like to use this is I will apply like a thicker layer all over my skin and my skin will just drink it up. If you watch this in like my repost and my shortened version, I'm going to show it actually sitting on my skin as I'm doing makeup and you just see how it changes. So it applies wet. I mean, obviously. It applies white. That's what I meant to say. So this is going to apply white. So this is what it looks like. And then I don't rub it in all the way. So I'll rub it in pretty much like that. Like just basically coat my entire face. And then as this sits, it's going to become translucent. And then I'll just wipe away the excess. And my skin is so moisturized. So this is one, you could already see, I feel like it's looking a little bit more transparent. This is one, if you have dry skin, that's a run, don't walk. It's available at Ulta, which I did not know that. I bought mine off of TikTok Shop. I told you, TikTok Shop knows how to get me with advertisements. But Ask Ellen Beauty, have you guys ever seen on TikTok the girl that's like, my makeup lesson didn't show up, but I'm going to teach you what I would have taught her? This is what she's applying all over her face when she starts those videos. That's what put me onto this, and it just drew my attention because I'm like, what is that? Why did she put so much? But it makes sense. Makes sense. It's incredible. Love this product. And like I said, it's in pretty much every makeup artist kit, or at least it should be. Next up, I have One Size, the Oil Sucker. So this is not new. I wanted to put this in today's video, one, because I use the absolute piss out of it, but because the Sephora sale is going on. And I know this is a little bit more expensive, but if you have large pores or oily skin, this is one of the best primers I have ever found. So I have really large pores in this area right here. I'll put this on those large pore areas and down the center of my T-zone. This makes my makeup look significantly better. Like it just, it looks like it sucks up every like inch of oil on your face. Like immediately see a difference. So I recommend really make sure you shake this up when you use it. Apply it really quickly because once it dries down, like it ain't going fucking nowhere. So I will apply it really quickly, dry it down, and I don't touch anything. I let it sit for like probably like 2 minutes before I apply anything on top of it. Think Dr. Brandt. Was it like the Pores? Was it the Pores No More? No, it wasn't Dr. Brandt. It was Peter Thomas Roth. Think like Peter Thomas Roth, the Pore Minimizer Primer, except this to me is better because it's less finicky. So I highly recommend this. I think it's amazing, especially if you have oily skin or large pores like I do, because I think my pores, like, the pores are never going to go away. They're always going to be there, but that's one product that I can count on to minimize the appearance of my pores when I have makeup on. So now we have concealer. I feel like you guys knew this was coming. Little check on the Embryolisse. See how hydrated my skin looks? Yes, immediately yes. I've talked about this concealer. Wow, I can't fucking talk today. Save my life. I have talked about this concealer a ridiculous amount of time, but it's kind of like in passing. So this is from Doll 10. This was gifted to me, and I initially got it, and I'm like, it's going to be another concealer, like it ain't no big deal. So it sat in my drawer for actually quite a while. I'm kind of ashamed to admit that. And then one day I just happened to remember, because I try to keep all my new makeup just right in front of me so I hopefully reach for it. So one day I just was like, all right, let's actually try this. So they sent me 2 different shades. I'm going to swatch them just so you could see. Both of these shades work really well for my skin. I find that I reach for the deeper because it just looks a little bit better on my skin. But as my skin gets lighter, so I have the shade medium and light medium. So this is the one that I have on today, and then light medium if I want a little bit of brightening. If you've got fine lines and you want coverage, this is that bitch right here. It's incredible. Like, if you look at my under eyes right now, lines where? Let me zoom you in, because this deserves a zoom, zoom, zoom. Like, you guys see, like, I have texture, but look. I mean, the lines are there, but you really can't see them as much as you usually can. And keep in mind, I'm pulling down on my eyes right now. But when I have them just like this, the concealer is the shit. One of the best concealers. Like, everybody talks about Natasha Denona. I feel like this is very comparable to Natasha Denona. Little bit thicker, like a tiny bit thicker. But I feel like this wears better. As far as Natasha will look not as good. But, I mean, Natasha's still really good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to dog on Natasha Denona concealer because it's still really good. This one I just think looks better, and it has just as much coverage. I think this is so good. Lisa's like, slow the fuck down, bitch. You know what it is? It's because I've got so many different things on my brain right now. I'm like, let me make sure that I get everything. And aside from that, like, it's a Friday night, my bar's open, so it's like, that is always like a thought of what's going on, you know? But these are the 2 shades. Again, like I said, medium is much more suitable for my complexion. This is available at... Why does my phone keep doing that? What was I just saying? Do you guys like how my intro just started playing? Squirrel. Oh, it's available at Ulta. I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying, guys. Oh, Lisa said, what's the brand? It's called Doll 10. I'll link these below for you guys. But they've got, like, concealers, color correctors. I do have the color corrector, but I reach for these more. I feel like with this, it's like, I don't even need it. Because this has coverage. Incredible. I love it. And I feel like nobody ever talks about that concealer. So I definitely recommend that one. Now, another oldie but a goodie. I feel like this is one I hated on for a really long time. Where I was like, okay, it's fine, but I don't get it. And that's because my skin has never been in, I feel like, a better place than what it looks like right now. One, I'm taking a lot better care of myself than I used to. Like, I'm eating not the best, but I don't eat nearly as bad as I used to. I'm drinking a lot more water. I'm going to the gym. Like, your girl is doing her thing over here. But I feel like because my skin never looked amazing, it still doesn't look incredible, but I feel like compared to previous years, my skin looks considerably better. And the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, I have been reaching for this crazily. That's what I'm wearing today. I think it looks amazing. It wears really nicely. This is the foundation that it's like if you have perfect skin, it looks amazing. Like, it looks like your skin, but better. It doesn't give you like that, I don't know, like, you could tell I'm wearing foundation, but I feel like it still looks really natural, like super, super pretty. And I just appreciate it so much more now because it's like my skin is in a better place. And I think I just overall have learned how I like to use it. So I feel like skin prep is really important when you're trying to get certain products to work. Like, since I'm combating everything else underneath that, it's laying beautifully on top of everything else. So this is what it looks like when you apply it. This shade is a little bit off for me, but I think that it's a beautiful foundation. I was a hater. I wouldn't say a hater, but I didn't rave about this for a long time, and I have probably repurchased this several times because I always wanted to love it, and now I'm finally at the point where I love it. Does anybody remember the times where I was talking shit about it? Because it was definitely a thing before. Okay, so we've got all the primers, foundation, concealer, that's all done. Now we're going to get into some more fun things. Can anybody guess what's on my eyeballs right now? Because, first of all, this has been my go-to look for months. And this is why I say this product is worth every fucking penny, whether you like it or not. And it's the Patrick Ta Eye Duo. Thank you, Lisa. She said my skin's looking amazing. Specifically in the shade Still at the Club. It's the easiest thing to apply, and it looks so put together. You could easily dress it up, dress it down. It's what's on my eyes and a little bit of bronzer and another product that we're going to talk about that's on my brow bone. But this is primarily what's on my eyeballs right now. I literally I use my fingers. You don't even need a brush. I know they're expensive, but I promise you it's worth it if there's a shade that you love. And this is one of those shades where I'm like, I cannot get enough of this. I think it's so worth it. I know these got so much shit talked about them by the internet. I've talked about those several times, especially when we're talking about like the Sephora recommendations and stuff like that. One of my absolute top recommendations at Sephora. Love it. Still at the Club. I bought literally 4 more the other day. Okay, let that sink in. That's how good they are. I love them. I think they're beautiful. And then the other product that's on my eyes, I'm kind of cheating because this was like something I received at the end of October, but I reach for this every single day. And it's what's on the inner corner and brow bone highlight. And that is the Merit Beauty Glacé, the Solo Shadow Sheens. I think these are so incredible. They're so long lasting, like especially this shade right here on an inner corner or brow bone highlight. I also have it a little bit on the high point of my cheek, little bit on the high point of my nose. I could use this on my face and on my eyes. I love especially this shade Glacé and also Sartorial. Love these so much. I'm going to buy the remaining Solo Shadow Sheens because of how much I enjoy these. These are just exactly what I look for. It's a perfect one and done. Think Tom Ford Cream and Powder Eye Color Duo, the cream formula. It's so similar to that. That was one of my favorite products ever. They do move a little bit on the lid, but you just do a little poop, 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 and it's Gucci. Like, it's so fucking good. Yes, Joanne said I bought that eyeshadow per your rec yesterday. It's amazing. Yes, I love that. It makes me so happy when you guys purchase off of my recommendations and you end up loving them as much as I do. So I'm so glad that you love it. If you guys have ever purchased any of these items based off of my recommendation, please feel free to always let me know. I get real excited when you guys love products as much as I do. But especially this one, I'm like, people talked so much shit. And you know, I've done it. Like, I'm guilty. I've talked mad shit about products and then I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. We know the journey, right, Pat McGrath? I used to talk so much shit about Pat McGrath. Okay, next thing. I'm going to talk about a couple eyeliners. So this one you guys see me use all the time. Also available at Sephora and Ulta, the Tarte Fake Awake. So you guys already know that I'm no stranger to a nude eyeliner or a pastel eyeliner. This I bought at... When did I buy this? I can't remember. I bought it months ago. This has quickly become my favorite nude eyeliner because it's not, like, it's a perfect amount of brightening. You know, like some nude eyeliners, they're super creamy, so they usually transfer off really easily. Some of them are just like a little bit too bright where it's borderline white. This to me is like a perfect color because it gives me that brightness. It looks like Fake Awake, I feel like is such a good name for this. I think this is incredible. It's long lasting, amazing. But one of my favorite new brands for eyeliner is Sarah Creole. I think this is one of the best liners I have ever used. And especially a brown. Rich Cocoa, I believe this shade is currently sold out. Incredible. That's what's on my waterline right now. For a brown to last in my waterline is unheard of. And you do get a brush on the other side. I never use these types of brushes, but I wanted to let you guys know it's there. First of all, I love how bougie this feels for being an eyeliner. You wouldn't think that that would be a thing. Like, this feels like nice packaging, amazing quality product. So this is the Sarah Creole. It's like the Creamy Kajal Longwear Liner, and they're not lying when they say longwear. Like, incredible. I'm going to let this sit for a second, because once this dries down, it ain't going nowhere, okay? Call me Shannon Sharp, because it ain't going nowhere. Amazing eyeliner. And I feel like for how good that is, not enough people talk about it. But it is sold out, so I feel like after this sale, a lot of people, you're going to see that in recommendations videos going forward, because it's incredible. Now, I wanted to use this today, but I got this at probably the beginning or maybe the end of September. And I already used it up. Like, I went through this so fast because I use this every single time I did my makeup. So this is from Make Beauty. This is the Infinite Brow Nano Pencil. One of the smallest pencils I have ever used, aside from, I think there was one from Kosas that I had that was just as small, but I like this formula better because it's a little bit creamier. Not too creamy where your eyebrows are going to move all over, but the shade on this one was also perfect for me in the shade Cool Brown. I am a cool brown brow girl. Usually they're either black or it's like cool toned but too dark. Something about brown eyeliners and also brow pencils, they usually don't get it right. This is so good. And then pairing it with the Make Beauty Infinite Hold Sculpting Brow Tint. Mic drop. Like, first of all, love the packaging. Feels high-end, borderline luxurious. And then this shade again. I'm going to show you the shade of this. That way you could see kind of what the brow pencil color looks like. It's perfect. If you go back and watch my last video, both of these are what I'm wearing in my brows. But I swear, like, I've never gotten a ton of compliments on my eyebrows. But I have gotten a significant amount. Like, people are like, oh, who does your eyebrows? They look really good. And I'm like, it's just the brow pencil. I never got those compliments until I started using these two. Because even today, I'm like, they look fine. But the shade's a little bit off. I'm wearing Benefit today. The shade is a little bit off. But they don't look nearly as good as they do with these two right here. So these two were sent to me. I will be buying 2 of these at least. And I would repurchase both of these at full price. I think they're amazing. So Make Beauty, if you have any recommendations from that brand, don't be surprised if you see like a testing all the products from Make Beauty, because they've sent me a couple different things and I've been impressed with everything. So I feel like that's a brand I need to get right here with. Like, I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Make Beauty. I wanted to revisit Sarah Creole. Like, I'm having to really do this right here to get that to budge. So on something like your eyes where you're not rubbing like that, like I have posted several times on my IG story where I'm double cleansing, really like getting in there, and it still don't come off. So be mindful of that. I think the only reason why this transferred like that, let's test the theory. Because I had such a thick layer of the embryo lease. Let's try it on the other side just to see, just for funsies. So I'm going to do a freshie over here, and then we're going to revisit that in just a couple minutes. We'll come back for you. All right, so now, mascara. It's very difficult to impress me with mascaras. I feel like we know this by now, because I don't have great lashes. But since using this one, you guys haven't seen me wear lashes that often, have ya? Dibs Beauty. Fantastic mascara. First of all, love the fact that it has primer and mascara in one. Primer is brown. Such a small thing, but I love it. I think it makes my eyelashes, I was going to say my eyebrows, it makes my eyelashes look better. A lot of primers are white. No intention on using a white primer for my eyelashes. I just won't do it. I've had several, and I don't use them. This together, it just makes sense. It works for me. So I know some people probably won't like the fact that it's like you're getting mini sizes, but I don't give a fuck. It's fantastic. So this is what the applicator looks like for the mascara. I love it. I love the formula. I love having the primer. I love that it's almost like a tubing mascara. So it's like, it applies really nicely. I could layer it. It doesn't get spider lashes or anything like that. And it won't budge on my lashes. On my lashes. It won't budge on my lashes. And then when I'm trying to take it off, warm it up with that lukewarm water. Get the oil cleanser in there, and it's just like, comes right off. Perfect mascara for somebody like me that has sensitive eyes. So Dibs Beauty, they have this on sale right now, the mini size, for $10 at Ulta. I'll link it down below. If you've been wanting to try it, I love it. And then, something that I learned, I talked about this in a previous video. So as you read a sentence, if you're ever confused at what side is the primer and what side is the mascara, think as you read a sentence, the beginning of the sentence is the primer. The end of the sentence, after the period, that's going to be your mascara. That's how I remember it, and I love it. Thank you, Kelly, for that recommendation. I think it's so good, and not enough people talk about it. Actually, I do feel like a lot of people do talk about that mascara, but I think it's great. All right, let's go over to this. Ready? I can't do much left-handed, but yeah, like the other side definitely came off easier because I had that embryo lace on it. Let's go this way. Yeah, like you got to really work it to get that to come off. Just saying. Fantastic. Let's see. How does the Still at the Club differ from Diamond Dog from Urban Decay? Let me show you, shall we? Because I also love Diamond Dog. Let me see if I can find it, because I haven't worn that one in actually a minute. Let me see. Diamond Dog. That's my newest to my collection, too. I feel like Diamond Dog is a little bit... Do I want to say it's a little bit cooler toned? Let me see. First of all, with Still at the Club, I like that you have two different colors. You have two different formulas as well. So one of them is more sparkly, but the other one is more, I'm going to say, like shimmery for Still at the Club. Yeah, like even using my Costco wipe, this thing still don't want to come off. That's a go fucking eyeliner right there, okay? I don't care what you guys say. That's a banger. All right. So I've got Diamond Dog, and I'll put it up next to. See, this is the beauty of lives where you guys can ask this stuff. So if you guys have any questions throughout the live, feel free. That's what we're here for. So just pairing them side by side before I do swatches. So you've got Diamond Dog and then Still at the Club. So it's like the undertones are just a little bit different. But it would be something where it's like if you have Diamond Dog already, you probably don't need both. But they are just a little bit different. But now I'll give you swatches. I feel like if anything, you get a little bit more of a red tone, especially in this shade down here. So I've got Diamond Dog. This is Diamond Dog. That's a good eyeshadow too, though. And then I'll swatch Patrick Todd. This is a little bit more sparkly. But with Diamond Dog, you also have more of a base. So you've got Diamond Dog up here, and then Patrick Todd. So see how Patrick Todd, one, it's a little bit more sparkly, but it's a little bit more sheer. So that's one thing that's slightly different, but also you could see the tones are a little bit different as well. And then for the bottom shade in Still at the Club, this is where I think you're getting a little bit more warmth. But you can see this one, it's still sparkly, but it's more of a sheen versus a glitter sparkle like those other two. So you got Still at the Club down here, and then you've got Diamond Dog up here. So I think when you put these on your eyes, they're going to be very close, especially layering. Because I usually do this on the outer corner, and then this all over the lid. Kind of similar vibe, though, but they are still different. But if you have Diamond Dog, get a different shade. Because especially the shade Slow Burn, I have yet to put that on my eyes because I've been testing like the Danessa palette. We did the REM Beauty palette yesterday. So I haven't put those other shades on my eyes yet. But I have used the absolute piss out of Still at the Club for months at this point. It's incredible. Thank you for that question, though. That was probably very helpful for anybody watching the playback and also the live chat. So thank you, girl. All right, next thing. One that I wasn't expecting to love nearly as much as I do. One of the products in here I'm going to demo live for you because I forgot to put it on today. But Miss Charlotte Tilbury launched these Instant Look in a palette. So this is the Pretty Glowing Beauty palette. I thought I was going to like the deeper one, which in the initial try on, so I did demos on these. I believe that I posted the shorts on my YouTube shorts. So when I did the initial try on, I did like the deeper version better, but I noticed I reach for this one significantly more, especially since I've gotten a little bit lighter as my tan fades. So this one is what's on my face today. Honestly, I could have done without the eyeshadows. Like, I think the eyeshadows are fine. What makes this palette exceptional is the face powders. Incredible. So today I'm wearing all three of these. Amazing, sweetie. I think these are some of Charlotte's absolute best powders she's ever done. So do you guys remember when she launched the, it was like the little heart duos? I believe this shade that I'm going to be using right now is in those. So that's why a lot of people were interested in these, because everybody lost their whole shit when it came to these setting powders. So I forgot to put this one on today. But when I tell you that these are some of the most blurring powders, not even just this one, the bronzer and also this cheek powder, they all have a blur to them. Like, I think these are some of Charlotte's absolute best powders. I think they're incredible. Like, I would buy this palette again just for the face powders. They are a goddamn delight. So I really love these. And as you're seeing, this shade right here just gives me a little bit of brightening and a little bit of blur. Like, love. Phenomenal palette. And the packaging is super cute too. Like, look at the packaging. It does have almost like a pillowy top to it. I think these are so well done. So depending on what your complexion is, if you're somebody that's similar to me, the lighter version may be better, but I feel like you could still use both. But ultimately, like, these face powders, incredible. Love them so much. Now, we're going to finish off with lips. So these are ones that, one, have been sitting in my purse, and I reach for them every day. And then others are just like, wow, I forgot how good these were. And then there's one new one in here, I believe. No, there's two new ones. Okay, so I'm going to start with the newer ones. So Miss Charlotte Tilbury came out with a new shade of the Big Lip Plumpgasm. So this is what is on my lips right now. I always get compliments on this. I always bring this to work with me for some strange reason. So this one, it's just lived in my purse, but it's also new. But I love this color. So this is the newest pink one called Strawberry Chocolate. Like the scent of it. Does smell like chocolate. So that's great. And then I also love the color of this one. Considering the gold one, I thought I was going to love that one. Oh, this has got a little bit of my lip color on it now. Hold on, let me get a new swatch. So you can see a more accurate representation of what this gloss is actually going to look like. So I'm a fan of more sheer glosses. I love sheer glittery glosses. But I don't want glittery glosses that feel like gritty or anything like that. So this right here, love it. Fat, juicy, and wet lips, sign me up. That's what I want. I think it looks incredible. It does have a slight, I'm going to say minty tingling sensation. So if you don't like that in your glosses, easy pass. Another one that's been living in my purse is from YSL. And just a little honorable mention, I will be getting another one of these. I love this formula, but this shade right here is so fucking good. I love it. I know that I'm going to fly through that one, but specifically in the shade number 44, another gloss that is incredible. It's just, if you don't like a warming sensation in your gloss, you probably won't like this. But I love the color of this one. I love the formula. This doesn't have, it doesn't have bigger specks, but it's got like a slight shimmer to it. So it does have a little bit of glitter in it, but you can't feel it. It just looks so shiny and juicy. So I really do love this one. Plus color 44 is just gorgeous. And then to go with YSL, I also have the YSL Love Shine. This was also in my purse. So slightly older, but I would find myself layering this with 44 on top of it. So this was like the lip cocktail that has just been chilling in my purse for probably the whole month of October. This was a relatively new one to my purse, And then in addition to my new collection, Unearthly Cosmetics. I feel like it's been a minute since we've had new Unearthly, but this has been a love since August. So Unearthly relaunched their matte liquid lipsticks, which if you remember from years ago, this was my favorite liquid lipstick formula of all time. No cap. And they brought back 4 shades, but my absolute favorite is what is on my lips right now, which is Eerie. Hold on. I think they just had like 60% off site-wide or something crazy like that. But for starters, for being a liquid lipstick, one of the most comfortable liquid lipstick formulas because they're not super drying. So it's not going to be where, remember like Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks? Remember when those came out, how it just felt like it sucked the life out of your lips? Very comfortable. This also has a slight blur effect. So when you apply this to your lips, it makes your lips look bigger, at least to me it does. And then it does not accent your lip lines. For a liquid lipstick, for me, that's very important. I feel like Unearthly satin liquid lips or matte liquid lips are so underrated, it's sick. If you love a liquid lip, especially if you love like funky colors, so good. So I'm going to swatch the rest so you guys can get a glimpse because I feel like this was a quiet launch. Like, tell me that this shade is not beautiful for fall winter. What? That's the shade Leaves. And then this is the shade Potion. Mind you, I did buy all these because once I saw that they came back, I had to own them all. This is Potion right here. I really hope that they give us more like neutral, everyday wearable nudes, but I will settle for these for right now. And then this last one is the shade Autumn. So you're going to see like full pigmentation. Beautiful. So that last one is Autumn. So all 4 of these are from Unearthly Cosmetics. Like I said, Eerie is my personal favorite. But this formula, if you haven't tried it, it's so good. I promise you. If you're somebody like me that loves, you know, a matte liquid lipstick, because they are matte. Don't get it twisted. They are a matte liquid lipstick. And then that is it for... No, that's not. I got one more. So, not new, but became a love. And it's mainly for the color of this one, because the formula, I'm just like, it's fine. It's the color of Makeup by Mario Bronx Baby. Such a good lipstick color. Let me give you a little swatch. Like, does anybody know a formula that's better than this that has a shade like this? Because I would love this in so many formulas. But it's because it's like a pinky beigey brown. It's so good. I love this shade. Like I said, the formula, it's not bad by any means. It's just not one of my all-time favorites. The packaging's really nice, but it's the color of this one. Like, I love the shade on this one. So, Makeup by Mario. I always want to love everything Makeup by Mario, but unfortunately, that's not always how the cookie crumbles. But they did their damn thing with this one right here. I think it's so cute. All right, now I need to know, because that is all of my current favorites, at least for the month of October. I already know my November favorites is going to be insane, because I feel like I hit the jackpot with everything that I got during this last Sephora sale, and I'm still not done. We're still not done. We're going to buy more. So I would love to know, what do you guys recommend? What were your favorites? Is there anything that you guys have questions about that I talked about today? I tried to really explain everything and what I love about it, but I feel like it's just overall self-explanatory. It's like a combination of you like the way it looks, you like the way it performs, but also you find that you just keep reaching for it. Or in some cases, like, I still can't believe, like, I feel like these changed my life. This was the one where I'm like, all right, who doesn't want to sleep? You know what? I'm gonna take 2 of these right now because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I should probably go to sleep some. And this is the other thing. Sometimes with melatonin, it makes you sleep all fucking day. These don't. I feel like these give you like a reasonable amount. Plus, these gummies taste amazing. So I was using... They did send these to me, by the way. I was taking those, and I already went through, like, the pineapple ones for down there. I was taking those. I was also taking the greens gummies. They all taste so fucking good. So there's a full range from Lemmy. And, I mean, being that they taste so good, they probably aren't, like, the healthiest. But I'm like, if they give me, you know, what I'm looking for. Yeah, so it says ingredients. You got tapioca syrup. You got cane sugar, pectin, citrus acid, natural flavors, fruit juice for color, coconut oil. So, I mean, not the best, but I'm like, first of all, who likes taking vitamins? Nobody. So the fact that they taste good, win. Love that. All right, so I will have everything linked down below for you guys. If you guys do see the playback posted of this one, I would love it if you guys would watch that as well. If you guys want to see demos of everything that I talked about, or at least demos of almost everything. I forgot 2 things. We're not done yet, guys. Hold on. We got to talk about K18. K18 Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask. Another one I used to talk mad shit about until I actually started using it right. So this, first of all, love the way that it smells. I went on vacation, and when I go on vacation, I'm a mermaid. I'm convinced. I am in the pool all day long, and you think I'm that girl that takes my hair out of the water? Absolutely not. So when I got back from St. Lucia, yeah, my hair was straw, okay? I could not get anything to run through my hair until I started using this. And I did run out of my Olaplex number 3. Normally, that's what repairs my hair. So I did use that while I was in St. Lucia. But, man, I just kicked the shit out of my hair while we were there. And then I came back, and I used this for, like, 5 days straight. And my hair's back in action, baby. Same thing with these. Like, I was using that because I thought I was going to have to throw out my extensions because they got so bad because... Again, I'm a maniac, especially when it comes to taking care of hair. Like, who wants to do that? I even used this on my hair extensions, and it worked amazing. Like, complete revival. This, along with my Miracle Leave-In treatment from Kerastase. These 2 together, game changers. And then, I don't even know if this is available in the United States. I got this while I was in St. Lucia. Because you know how when you go to the spa, they always try to sell you shit that they sell? I'm obsessed. So this is from Pavonia. It's a de-aging salt mousse, papaya and pineapple, basically like body exfoliant. I love this. First of all, I love the scent. Like, you can definitely smell the pineapple papaya, but this, it's like an exfoliant, but it also feels like a shower moisturizer. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like when a lot of the time when I use body exfoliants, they feel more drying on the skin. This actually gives my skin moisture. Like, it feels like I put a lotion on after I use this. So I have been loving this ever since I got sold on it in St. Lucia. So thank you, Red Lane Spa. And I love the way that it smells. It smells really different. Like, you get that dose of pineapple, but you almost get like a spiciness almost. I don't know. I love this, especially for my legs, because my legs get extremely dry this time of the year. That's everything that I had to talk about. It just got buried under my hair, so I forgot to mention it. So, guys, I would love to know what your guys' favorites were. If you guys have anything that you're loving that you picked up during the Sephora sale, because you know I'm not done shopping. Because... Shop till I drop. When's the last day of the Sephora sale? I don't even know. But I would love it if you guys would like the video before you guys leave. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on your notifications. And also follow me over on Instagram if you want to see my looks that came out like this. And also keep an eye on my IG stories because that's usually where I post when I'm going live or if I get new stuff. Anything I'm testing, I post swatches. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me everywhere, okay? It's Britt Clark everywhere. I do have everything linked down below. Happy shopping, because I'm sure there was something in here that you're like, fuck. Because that's how I am. Anytime I watch a YouTube video, especially a favorites video, you could always count on me to buy something, okay? Because that's just how it goes. I'm like, something needs to change my life today. And that is what I'll probably do right after this. So everything will be linked down below. If you guys are shopping the sale, happy shopping. And don't forget that Ulta has... not only the early Black Friday deals going on, we talked about those yesterday, but they also have, like, what is it, spend... Oh, it might have changed. Hold on. Let me pull up the screen real quick. So they also have the $10 off 50, 15 off 75, and 20 off 100, which is equivalent to 20% off. So if you use code GIFTS at Ulta, a lot of this stuff that I talked about today is available at Ulta. And then they've got early Black Friday deals going on. Like, a lot is going on. And don't be afraid to, get those gift shopping. Get that shit done too. I'm trying to get all my gifts done, like all my shopping done before the end of November this year. Because I'm so sick and tired of myself waiting till the last fucking minute for shopping. Because, wow. I just made an order. I'm picking it up tomorrow. Lisa, what did you get? Lisa, what did you get? It ends on the 10th. Okay, so I have 2 more days. All right, so I definitely plan on getting some more stuff at Sephora. So stay tuned for Sephora haul, Sephora updates. I do want to do a Sephora empties. I don't think I'll be back tomorrow because I have to work almost all day. So the next video that I probably post will be an empties video, but all the products that I'm going to focus on are available at Sephora. So I feel like that'll be a really useful video, especially if there's anything you want to get like super last minute at the Sephora sale. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Like I said, make sure you're subscribed, turn on your notifications, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'm everywhere, and I will hopefully see you guys in my next one. Bye!